Authentic cocktail conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
At Good.co, really, we're solving a problem that's in the enterprise space, but we're taking a really innovative consumer-first approach to it. So basically, the cost to hire is the highest it's ever been. People are dropping off as a result of bad culture fits, and so we basically looked at the market and said, look, it's always been heavily weighted on the side of the company. Company interviews and assesses the candidate, and so it's sort of this one-way process. And what we said is, what if you and me, before we took our next job, knew exactly how we were going to fit with the company, the team, the culture, and the manager beforehand? We knew that we would be either an excellent fit or should be looking at a different position in the same company or whatever the case is. And what would that do to the ecosystem of hiring? Because at this point, with LinkedIn and a bunch of other things, we've solved the sourcing problem, right? You can get candidates, but you can also apply to a job with one click. And that just creates this barrage of candidates that's made the cost to hire increase. And meanwhile, 77% of Americans are disengaged at work. Right? So there's a problem there that we're solving, and it kind of arose out of all of us as the founding team had experiences where we had been in jobs that were fantastic, and, career on fire, and then others where you think you're going to be really happy. It's that big break, and then all of a sudden you get in there and you realize, like, this is awful. And it wasn't because you didn't have the skills, and it wasn't because it was a great company. It was just a bad fit. Different workplaces have different cultures, right? So some are we have various archetypes that we assign to these. Things like a military organization is very top down. You could think about Amazon. Might be an example. It's a little bit more hierarchical, and more top down, very competitive in its approach. Or another organization that might be a lot more collaborative. Things like IDEO and companies like that are a lot more collaborative in nature and less competitive. So if you're a highly competitive person and you like to succeed in that way, you're going to love Amazon, right? And if you're a super collaborative person, that might not be the spot for you. It may or may not be. I can't comment. But again, it's not that the one is better than the other. If they're matched to the market and the need, then great for the company. But people are built differently, right? And so where we fit is different. Where we're going to succeed is different. And so most of us know, like, if you get in a situation, what we know is if you put yourself in a situation where it's a high fit, then you're setting yourself up for success. If it's a low fit type of environment, and that doesn't just mean similarity. There's a lot that goes into fit. But if you put yourself in a low fit type of environment, you're just not setting yourself up for success. And that's just a matter of, like, this company and this person don't really match, but it's not a qualitative judgment about the company. There's things that we can do and we will be doing over time where we start to be able to say, all right, you may not be the best fit for this, but what could you do about that fit? How could you utilize that data and all of about the people around you to actually make your experience there better, to make yourself more successful, to improve that, or to even spot another area in the organization where it may be, because really, companies are not monolithic cultures, right? They're built of teams. And each team can have different striations or different types of culture. So you may realize I'm not a great fit for this particular team, but I'd actually be a great fit for that team. So there's the ability to sort of look out and say, oh, that I'd be better there than here. And also, if I want to stay in this team and I'm just excited about this, how can I make my experience better? We are all about workplace happiness. We really feel like this has been imbalanced for a long time, and the reason why we've chosen to go the consumer-first approach is, one, we feel like it's a better go-to-market strategy. It's never been done, but really we're champions for the people. We're champions for us as individual job seekers having the best possible experience, and we truly believe that if we have that experience and we create that experience, high fit experiences for people where people are more engaged, it's also better for the company as well. So that's the thing that drives us every day, is like helping people be happy at work, and that's what we hear. Our favorite stories, is when people match with something or someone and they say, oh, I had this great experience that was based on these insights that I wouldn't have had before. So we just want to get more and more of that. .co, you can imagine, is it's kind of a perfect fit for us, actually, because really we're good company, right? So we want to find ourselves in good company. And since the co abbreviation is perfect for that, that's why we chose it. And so we kind of had a story. We had to buy it from someone, and they believed in the cause. So the great thing is Good.co has a great cause behind it. They believed in the cause. We got it for less than market value on the .co, and so we were super happy with that. But for us, it was, even before a .com, it just made sense for us.